I would like to say a couple of words about the question that came online in regard to Somaliland. I'm sorry. Well, when Somaliland gained independence in 1960, for 1 year prior to our independence, the British were preparing our heads of government to take over. And we were also, we also became members. So there would be a smooth transition from Britain to Somaliland, members of IATA, members of the Postal Union. We had a seat in the Union, in the United Nations. The African Union did not exist at that time, nor the European Union. Somaliland was occupying 5 seats, international seats, before we united with Somalia. And then when the unification with Somalia came, we were 2 countries that had united, and we were both became members of those institutions that we had brought along, like our dowry, to be members. So Somalia automatically became members of those. Then from 1969, when the communist coup happened in Somalia, the Siad Barre regime, the communist coup, suddenly Somalia became the sole owner, the sole member of those institutions. Somalia represented Somaliland when it had no right to represent us because we were 2 entities. If we, of course, we have approached the International Court of Justice. Who sits there? Who is a member of Somalia? Of course, we want to have a place in the United Nations, but who sits in the seat that belong to both of us? Somalia. Who sits in the African Union or the Organization of African Union before the African Union? Who sits there? Somalia. And the world says that the 53 countries in the African Union have to decide the fate of Somaliland, when in fact, 42 of those 53 were still under colonial rule when Somaliland was independent. Mr. President, it's like the mother having to find proof from her child that she is the mother of this child. We need to have permission of the child. So fairness is only on paper, not in reality. It has not been for Somaliland. Thank you.
Bonjour, Yves Naouesh du comité spécial du Katanga.